Greetings, kinsmen. All right, I wanted to do a real quick video review here for you guys. When I do a review on stuff, I want it to be something that I actually know something about, and not just the usual internet special of you take it out of the box and wow, this is great. Those are shill vids. I've made plenty of those. When I do an actual review, I want it to be something I know about. Okay, so this is going to be flashlights. I'm going to show you guys, we're going to talk about the actual Streamlight here versus the Mystery Meat Amazon special, and which one I think is actually worth buying in the year of 2022, specifically March 30th, although I don't know when this will actually post. This is the first actual Streamlight product, of a handheld sort that I ever bought, and I got this around 2014 or so. Look at that, we got some actual battle damage there. It's been on the shop floor a few times, but you know what? It still works. Okay, so around 2020, I was hauling a lot of hay. I was delivering most of the hay that I produced. That was before I figured out that everybody just expects that for free. So yeah, we don't do hay deliveries anymore. You have to come pick it up. So I decided that what would be really handy to have is a flashlight to keep with me in the truck. And, I don't like buying batteries for things, so there's definitely an appeal to a rechargeable version. The issue with that is it's never charged when you go to use it, but obviously in a vehicle application like that, you can pretty much just leave it plugged in all the time so it's ready to rock and roll. So what I did is I went out, I bought a real nice Streamlight. This is right about when these came out for the first time. This is the Micro Stream, and it is USB rechargeable. So you got your little USB port there. And the way it works this was a surprisingly new technology for me. I think they've been around for a while, but they started coming down in price, and I found out about around that time. You just plug in the USB deal like that, plug this in to the doobly-doo in the vehicle, and that way, even if you don't need it for a month or two at a time, you end up in a situation where you are it's after dark, you got to hook up a trailer, you have to unload something, whatever the case may be, and you've got a charged flashlight ready to rock and roll. Okay, now, I bought this thing about when they first came out, and they cost a substantial amount of money back then. I want to say I paid $50 or $60 for this, and I almost immediately lost it. I used it like 2 or 3 times, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I got really mad. I was like, I paid good money for the legit Streamlight, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, if I was going to lose these things, I should have bought the $20 Amazon Mystery Meat Special. So that's exactly what I did. I went on Amazon and bought the $20 special, and I was like, if we're going to lose these things, why bother buying the expensive one? And I can tell you guys, amazingly, this has held up awesome. I've had this since February of 2020. I looked it up on the website. Yeah, look at that. And this sucker is bright too. I've used this thing in the woods with me. It's got all these stupid modes, which I don't like. What's wrong with on and off? Okay, but I've used this thing out in the woods with me. I've used it coming back from delivering hay at 10 p.m. where now I have to walk all the way back across the field, to get the tractor and go home. And you don't know what kind of wild animals or crackheads or whatever are out there. So you need a flashlight that's reliable and just plain works. And it doesn't really cost you anything to charge these. It's certainly better than buying batteries. Same little USB connector right there. In fact, I have had this thing out there with me so much. You can see it's mostly black on that side. That's its original color. But on the other side, it sat in the sun in my truck for so many hundreds of hours that it's actually faded to this like golden bronze color, which actually looks better if you ask me. Now, here's the thing, okay? I looked it up. This company actually still surprisingly does exist on Amazon, but they don't sell this light. That's the problem with the off-brand Mystery Meat specials on that site of flashlights and of anything else. You never really know if you're going to see them again. I looked up a 5-function USB recharge flashlight on there. I went through pages and pages and pages of results. Interestingly enough, you can still buy these, but you can only get them in a rail-mounted type of configuration. So it comes with this deal. It looks like a scope ring, like a pressure switch. Yeah, honestly, it probably is great for that. I have dropped this thing. It's been in a hot vehicle. It's been in a cold vehicle. I've used it in the rain. It's held up. It would probably stand up to recoil and other things. Obviously, mine is not in that configuration, so I don't know. But if you want one of these things, and I really think this specific kind of flashlight is one of the best off-brand, low-budget anything that you can find online. This is a solid one. If you want one of these, you know, you get it. You just don't use that rail mount or whatever. And it should be the same exact flashlight because I think they're all out of the same factory somewhere. But here's the thing. Not long after I bought that thing, another week or so ago, I found my original Streamlight that I lost, and I was very happy to see it. This thing has lived an easier life because I really went out of my way to not lose it after that. But, you know, same deal. Been in the truck with me for many, many hundreds, if not thousands of miles, and it's as long as it's charged, turns right on. So what I like about the actual Streamlight version is it's got this momentary switch. You know, you press it and then you release. Now you can turn it on, which is a pretty firm click. I usually just use it in the momentary function though. This one does not have that. This one, you press it one time, there's not like a halfway or something, one time and it's on, full chooch. And it's got all these stupid modes. Okay, now, which would I buy at this point in time in 2022? If you're watching this and you say, you know, it actually would be kind of nice to keep a cheap but reliable light in my truck or whatever, so it's just charged, it's always ready to rock and roll, it's 100 times better than using the light on the back of your cell phone. Okay, which would I buy at this point in time? Well, I looked it up, and amazingly, as of when I'm filming this, you can get the Streamlight version, this one here, the USB recharge, for a little under $30. Price subject to change. You know, on Amazon, things fluctuate all the time. But that is a lot less than I paid for this one. I don't remember exactly. I didn't buy it on Amazon, so I can't just easily look up the invoice or whatever. But I'm pretty sure this cost me about 50 or 60 bucks. But like I said, that was a good couple years ago now. They've come down a lot. So your options are about $28 reviews for this thing, or about 20 bucks for the special. Now, the off-brand one does have some advantages. It is substantially brighter. It's also a lot heavier if you had to use it in some type of self-defense scenario. Yeah, the ridges and everything, they are a little bit tactical, dude bro. Okay, it's not really my style, but it is on there. You know, it comes with it, no extra charge. The Streamlight is probably built better. Streamlight stuff, in my experience, is top-notch, but the El Cheapo version has simply been flawless for me. And that's not something I get to say very often. These are my favorite kind of reviews. When you get a product that, can't do this looking at the camera, when you get a product that you don't really expect to be worth anything and it turns out that it actually is, I like those. I like those a lot. And whichever one you end up with, I don't think you can go wrong, okay? This one is smaller. It's easier to fit in the pocket or whatever. It comes with a little neck cord, which I don't think this one did. I don't think you can go wrong with either of these. This one is cheaper, bigger, and brighter. This one will probably last longer. Those are the advantages. Yeah, I mean, like I said, anything that's cheap and it's better than what you expect it to be, man, that's the kind of video I like to make. It sucks you kind of have to go on quite the hunt to find one of these now, and it comes with a bunch of stuff that, I mean, for the application I use this one for, you'll probably never use, but yeah, anything that's cheap and works is pretty good. Now, the other thing, obviously, I got these for vehicle applications primarily. The other thing is, as the world falls apart out there, might be kind of nice to have a flashlight. You know, if you hear weird noises and stuff behind your house at 2 in the morning or whatever, you want to go check it out. Both of these are small enough that they should be pretty compatible with one of these solar recharge deals. These do not cost much money. And they're fairly new to the mainstream market over the last approximately decade or so. What's real nice about these is you don't have to buy batteries, okay? So if society completely falls apart, which at this hour looks more and more, you know, imminent with each passing year, you can take this charger and you can set it in your windowsill of your house or whatever, just anywhere it gets good sunlight. Okay, this one is actually not that charged, so this isn't currently charging. But you get the point, okay? You can set this in your windowsill, and now you have a bright flashlight without the use. Oh, that made it go back. That made the camera change from orange to white. Okay. Now you have a charged flashlight. You don't have to buy any batteries. I think that buying one or the other of these and a little solar charger is a pretty wise investment. I mean, you could get a couple of these flashlights and the solar charger for well under $100 dues. And hey, that one actually is charging. It's flashing red there. I don't know if the camera picks that up. Yeah, so this is a pretty cheap way to get set up to actually be able to see where you're going after the sun goes down. So anyway, yeah, basically that's my review of the El Cheapo Amazon Special. It's just been flawless, and I love it. I was not expecting much. I really wasn't. I was expecting if this lasts for, a handful of weeks or hours even, until it gets run over by a tractor, lost in the mud, whatever, I'm only out 20 bucks. I won't be complaining, but man, over 2 years of using this thing, and it is flawless. It's been with me all over the country. It's just, this has to be one of the best off-brand specials of anything you can find. Okay, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more. It's a random review, okay, but I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I really like these little flashlights here. This is a well-spent 20 bucks. Especially because nowadays, man, I don't know if you can get Subway sandwiches for 2 for 20 bucks. I don't think you can if you get like the drink and chips and everything, but that's kind of a gimmick. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more.